All right. So welcome to this week trade analysis. So what we are going to be talking about, I'm going to be talking about some few pairs. Actually, last week I gave out last week when the market was around, I think somewhere here, I gave out this particular demand zone on my Euro USD. I was actually expecting price to come and touch the demand zone here before we see a massive buy. But market was not able to touch it. Okay, you can see market got to this area. If we actually pay close attention to the uh 1 hour time frame, you could see the demand zone here, but market was not able to touch it and the market started buying. So this week, I'm also expecting market to come back to this demand zone before we see any buy. But before I continue this Euro USD analysis, I just want to say that today we are going to be analyzing Euro USD, GBP USD, GBP CAD, GBP JPY, okay, USD CHF, USD CHF, and gold. These are the pairs I'm going to be analyzing today. Gold, I think gold and BTC are going to be the last pairs that I'm going to analyze today, okay? So before we start, obviously, before I come back to this Euro USD, I just want to talk about DXY. Exactly. So DXY, if you paid attention to last week, you will see also that this level was the level that I was expecting last week when the market was around here. I was actually expecting the market to come and touch this my supply zone, okay, and head down. Now, for those people that don't understand DXY is a dollar index. It's used to know the whether strong is weak or whether strong is strong. So whenever DXY is buying, okay, that means that the dollar is strong, and whenever it's selling, it means that the dollar is weak. So if dollar index is buying all the pairs that end with USD, there's high chance that the market is going to be selling, like Euro USD,
Yeah.
GBP USD. All the pairs that end with USD are going to be selling. Okay, whenever DXY is buying. Okay, then all the pairs that start with USD, there's high chance they are going to be buying, like the USD JPY. So all that is the reason why we traders like to always check out USD JPY before we make our trading decisions. Now, if you pay close attention now, you see that since last week that this uh DXY was selling. It was selling all down here, right? It was just selling all down here. Now let's look at Euro USD. Euro USD that end with USD. Exactly. You see that Euro USD was buying all through. So this Euro USD is just like the opposite of DXY. That is the
Yeah,
reason
that's
why we
very
always
much
check.
generous.
That is the reason why we
Okay, but
always check DXY whenever we are
okay,
doing what we want to trade. So let me start from with daily time frame. So looking at DXY, obviously, this is actually where I mapped out DXY to come back to. I was waiting for DXY to come back to this particular level before we see a massive buy to the upside. All right. So because if you look at my daily time frame, you guys can see that this area is actually my daily time frame demand zone. All right. So coming to the 4 hour time frame, we can see that market has been doing what? Market is giving us lower low here, lower high, lower low, lower high. Okay, but if you pay close attention, you see that this low here was not able to break below this one. Exactly, this low here was not able to break. And Taupi, please, can you off your mic, please? I think there's noise, background noise that is coming on the video. Thank you. So this low is no lower than this low. That is the reason why I'm still expecting DXY to come back to this our supply zone that is above here. So I'll be waiting for the market to come and sweep liquidity. market can come and sweep liquidity above here. Exactly. Sweep this liquidity, then tap on the upper level the supply zone, which is this candle here. Tap on that demand zone, supply zone, and we see massive sell to the downside. But if you also pay attention closely, if we pay attention closely, we can also see that we also have a demand zone around this area. Exactly. So if market come back to this demand zone, we go to a lower time frame like the 5 minutes or 15 minutes and see a change of character, okay, we could possibly sell. Okay, so I'm expecting the market to start selling from this area and the upper level here. All right. So that is what I'm expecting this week. I'm expecting market to come here or this area, then we drop to the downside. We drop to downside, possible this area. All right. So this is what I'm expecting for this week. Now, anything that makes the market to come and break above this level, you can see this level here. If the market eventually break above this level, then just know that the market is no more bearish. The market is no more coming down. It means that the market wants to continue going up. So that is all for DXY. Let's head over to Euro USD. So Euro USD, looking at the daily time frame. Looking at daily time frame, you guys know that I like to start from higher time frame to actually look at what the market is doing, right? Now we all can see that the market change character, market change structure here. All right, the market was making what? Making the market was kind of ranging in this area. Okay, and finally, this market on the weekly time frame, this market broke this low. All right, market broke this low. That means giving us a change of character, right? Giving us change of character. So, and market retrace down to this supply zone and start selling. So we all can agree that the market is obviously the overall trend, the higher time frame is suggesting that Euro USD is going to be selling massively. That's this coming month or this coming weeks. Okay, I'm expecting Euro USD to be selling massively. That is based on I'm expecting the higher time frame is suggesting that Euro USD is going to be selling till the rest of this month. Okay, because this low is lower than this. This is the break of structure here. All right, to the downside. Then coming to the weekly time frame, we can see it clearly. We can see the break of structure clearly here. Yeah. So you can see the break of structure clearly here. All right. So the overall time frame is suggesting that the market is going to be in what? In a downtrend. But let's go to the lower time frame so that we can pay attention to what the lower time frame is saying. Then looking at this daily time frame, we can see that we have a lot of inefficiencies. We have a lot of imbalance because the market has not yet balanced itself. If you pay close attention to this upside here, you see that we have a supply zone here. And if you pay attention to this area, you see that we have a liquidity area sitting above this high. Okay, so for the market to sell, even though the overall picture of this market is suggesting that we are in a downtrend, for the market to sell, we should expect a pull to this particular we should expect a buy to this particular liquidity area or this our supply zone that is above here before dropping massively to the lower side. So going to the 4-hour time frame, let's see what happened. Now going to the 4-hour time frame, we can all agree that the 4-hour time frame is what is bullish. The reason why I say so, we can see that the market made high here. Okay, higher high, higher low, higher high. So we expect a higher low here, and we expect another higher high. That's for the market to come and take out that liquidity pool that we put around that level. So for Euro USD this week, I'm actually expecting Euro USD to come up to this particular level. That's this up area. But where are we going to be buying from? that should be your concern. So going to the 1 hour time frame, because the 1 hour time frame and 15 minutes time frame is where I usually take my trade entries. Coming to the 1 hour time frame, we can see that this particular area is still my demand zone, and we have a liquidity pool. We have a liquidity area sitting out below here. So the market can just come back to this liquidity pool, take our liquidity, tapped on the demand zone, and we see a massive buy to the upside. Okay. But if you pay close attention also, we can see that we also have another demand zone here. Yeah, we have another demand zone here. All right. So the market might not really come back to this particular one. Okay. Market can just tap on this one and start buying. So if market tapped on this one and we see a change of character in the lower time frame, or we pay attention to the candlestick pattern that is going to form. All right. Then we will do what? We buy from those, we buy from here. Okay. But this is the area that I'm actually expecting for the market to come back to. So, for those people that are asking, I know that most of you that are watching me right now, you might be asking which level is the market, which one is the market going to be respecting. Now, there's two ways in which you can find out which level market is going to be respecting. It's based on the lower time frame market structure shift. Okay, market structure shift in the lower time frame, or the candlestick pattern formation, the candlestick pattern that are formed in these particular levels. Okay, so if you want to really learn deeper about these things, you have to join my mentorship class. This particular class, this particular weekly analysis I'm doing is just to give you guys the picture of what is likely to be happening in this coming week. Okay, so that is all for Euro USD. All right, anything that will make Euro USD to come and break below here, coming. Anything that will make Euro USD to come and break below here, then just know that we are not buying anymore, that we'll be looking for only selling opportunities. So if markets can come back and break below here, we'll be expecting further sales, or maybe we'll be expecting the market to come and tap on this demand zone that is below here, and we see a buy. All right, but this is the analysis that I'll be expecting this week, for the market to touch here or here. Then we'll buy to the upside. Then if we buy to the upside, we should target this high. Exactly, target this high, or go to 4 hour time frame and target. You can also target uh, this supply zone above. So this area should be your first take profit, and here should be your second take profit. All right. So that is all. So let's go to GBPUSD. So looking at GBPUSD, let's start from weekly time frame. So for GBPUSD, obviously, you guys know that GBPUSD and EURUSD, they are like brothers. But GBPUSD has been very has been very volatile this last week. It was more volatile than the Euro USD, all right? Which is why, as you can see, if you pay close attention, you see that Euro USD is buying more than the GBP USD is buying more than the Euro USD. So for my analysis this week, is, we all can see that the market has already taken out liquidity from here, from this low here. Yeah, this is actually a break of if you go to like 4 hour time frame, we can see that this is a break of structure here. Yeah, this is a break of structure. Yes, you can see that the 4 hour candle settled below here. So that's a break of structure. That's suggesting that the market is still in downtrend. But looking at the daily time frame, this actually look like the daily time frame is suggesting that market also took liquidity from this side and is heading up. And if we pay close attention also, we can see that this area is looking like this area is actually uh this level is here is actually like liquidity that is waiting to be taken. These are liquidity that is waiting to be taken, because a lot of people that took their sale, a lot of swing traders that took their sale here, their stop loss is sitting here, their stop loss is sitting here, their stop loss is sitting here. So there's a high chance the market is going to come and sweep all the stop losses that is above here. Exactly. There's a high chance the market will come and sweep all the stop losses that is above here. Okay. Then tapped on this upper supply zone, and we see a further sell to the downside. All right. So let's go to 4-hour time frame. So coming to a 4-hour time frame, we should not neglect the fact that the market has already tapped on another. There's another supply zone here. Yeah, the market is actually reacting from a supply zone in this area. So we should be more careful of what we do on GBPUSD. All right. So, but for this week, what I'll be expecting on GBPUSD, I'll be expecting GBPUSD. Well, you all can see my demand zone that is sitting above here, that is sitting below here, coming to, I think, 15 minutes time frame. Yeah, I got this demand zone from a 15-minute time frame. So I'm expecting GBPUSD to come down to this, my lower demand zone here, and we see a further buy to the upside, to the upside. So let's say to the upside, maybe around this area. Yeah, exactly. Maybe around this area. And again, we can also see another demand zone here. So if the market was not able to buy from here, then expect the market to go below here before we see a push to the upside. All right. So if eventually, if market breaks, yeah, the market is not market might not really break below here, because we can see that there's a liquidity sweep below here. So this low is just like a protected low. All right. If market break this low, this might be a change of character. Maybe the market want to continue selling to the downside. That's if we see market breaking below here. All right. But for this week, this is what I'm expecting. All right. This is what I'm expecting for the market to tap on this my demand zone, and we see a further push to the upside. Then if you see a break of structure, if you see a break of structure to this upside, then wait for another retracement, and we'll keep buying to this upside till the market takes out all the liquidity that is sitting above here. All right, before we see a major sell. Before we see a major sell to the downside. Okay. So this week, you guys should just be proactive. All right. In trading, we don't predict the market. We do what? We react to what the market is showing us. All right. So if market change structure, we also change our narrative. We can't just predict and say this is what is going to happen. This is what is going to happen. We make our trading decision based on what we are seeing on the chart. And if we pay close attention, the structure has already broken here. You can see break of structure has already happened here, giving us this high. And the market might use this area as a liquidity, right? To just take out the liquidity, tap on the demand zone here, and we see a push to the upside. All right. But if you look at 4-hour time frame, we can see that this 4-hour time frame that we also have a demand zone here. Now, most of you that are watching this video, you might be saying, what is demand zone? What is supply and demand zone? These are areas that institutions bought from. These are areas that institution bought from. It's just like a discount area where if the market likely to come back to those areas, we might see another push to the upside. So if you really want to learn more about supply and demand zone, I teach that in my private mentorship class. So you just have to message me. All right. So I can give you more details on how you can join my mentorship. All right. So I'm expecting the market to buy from here. All right. And if the market do not buy from here, we see a break to this low, we might see another. If market react to this particular level, we might see another buy from here to the upside. All right. So that is my analysis for this week. I will always update you guys next coming Sunday around 8 p.m. to 8:30 West African time. I will always come and update you guys on what is happening. So guys, let's head over to GBP card. So this GBP card, I sent out this trade to my community. Exactly. You guys can see the trade here. I sent out this sell trade to my community. Exactly. So this was the trade. when the trade was around here, I waited for the market to come back to this our supply zone for the market to start selling. But eventually, what happened was when the market sold here, eventually I told my community, I actually told them to put, I told them to put a break even. So when the market started selling, I told them to put a break even. Exactly. To put a break even. But the market came back and took out liquidity from the high for this high side, from this high. Market took liquidity from that high and started selling massively. All right. Which by taking them out. So when the market actually took them out, market hit their break even and started selling. But for me, when I saw that the market has already market is taking liquidity from this high, I took another sell. I took another sell, but I didn't update them. All right. But this week also, I'm going to be updating them because I'm expecting this market to come back to this particular low. You see this low here from the 1 hour time frame GBP card. I'm expecting the market to come back to this low. So how can you enter if you want to enter this trade? Now, if you want to enter this trade, coming from exactly coming from a lower time frame, which is the 15 minutes time frame, we can see that the market is obviously selling massively to the downside. So if you pull up our Fibonacci retracement tool from the high to this low here, all right, exactly. So we'll be expecting the market to retrace to this 61% retracement region and start selling massively. Now, if you want to learn more about how to use Fib level, you join my mentorship class. I will teach you more how to use Fib level. So this area is where I'm expecting the market to come to. Let me go to 5 minutes time frame. Maybe I will see a supply zone in that area. Okay, you can see a supply zone here. Exactly. So I'll be waiting the market to come back to this supply zone and we take another sell. Short position here. Yeah, we'll take another sell from there. We can just risk like 15 pips. Yeah, 15 pips. This is going to give us risk to reward 1:7. That means any money that you risk on this trade, you're going to be making times 7 of it. All right. But let's not forget that if we pay close attention here, we can see that we have another supply zone here. All right. So if the market did not respect this supply zone, we expect the market to come back to this upper supply zone before we sell. If the market did not respect this, but I'm very sure that if the market come back to this area, I'm going to be taking a sell. That's one is for sure, and I'm going to share it to my community for them to take. If you want to join my private signal group, it's just $20. I'm going to be increasing it very soon because nobody is actually giving out their signal group for just $20 because of the kind of value you are getting. Just one trade that I share in that group is enough to make you more than the money you pay to join. You see, just the $20. I'm going to be increasing it to $49 to $50 very soon. So you can still take advantage of it and join now. And if you join now, it's going to cover from now to it's going to cover from now. This is July. It's going to cover from now to on August. That's next coming month. All right. So guys, that is my analysis for GBP USD. Let's check out the higher time frame. Let's see the reason why I'm expecting the market to come down. All right. So for GBP card, let's go to forward time frame. For GBP card, we all can see that obviously whenever the market goes up, okay, the market comes back to fill up all the imbalances that the market created. All right. And eventually the market broke this high. All right. Let me delete this because this is going to confuse you guys. Exactly. So the market broke this high and went up. So I'm actually expecting a retracement. And if you pay close attention, you can see also the market broke structure here. Market broke this structure. Yeah, market break this structure here. All right, that is why I waited for the market to come back to our supply zone before we sell. All right, so where are we expecting GBP card to buy from? I'll be expecting GBP card to buy from here, exactly here, or if this area break, if the market was not able to respect this area, I'll be expecting the market to come back to here before we continue our buy, because we can see that the higher time frame is suggesting that the market is still in bullish trend. The only time that this bullish trend is going to, once we see a break below this low, if we see a break below this low or this low here, then we can know that the market has already changed structure. Market has already changed direction. Okay, so for now, I'm just waiting for a retracement. We are taking advantage of this retracement to this low. All right. But this is area that I'm going to be taking out my exit. That's if we enter the sell from this level. All right. So I'm going to be taking my exit here. This is going to be, this is 118 pips. That's if you manage your risk very well, you're going to make a lot of money from it. So let's head over to GBPJPY. So GBPJPY, exactly. There was a trade I took. I took this trade in the I took this trade I'm not a fan of trading in the night. All right. I don't like to trade in the night because of the spread that the market usually gives and because of the low volatility in the night. But when I saw this setup in the night, it was just too good for me to avoid. It was just too good. You know, sometimes when you see a trade that is too good for you to avoid, I had to take that sell. I had to take the sell. Now, what is the sell? This is the sell here. So we all can see, we all can agree that the market has been in a massive bullish trend. Let me check the 4-hour time frame. Let me delete this. We all can see that. We all can see that the market is in a massive bullish. So the market is buying. All right. So that one is no brainer trade. The higher time frame, the 4-hour time frame is suggesting that the market is in a bullish trend. So when the market got to this particular area, all right, when the market got to this particular area, we all can see that the market is creating imbalances. As you can see, we have pool of imbalances here, which the market is going to come and fill. In fact, for me, I'm expecting the market to come back to this level before we see an upper push to the upside, or I'm expecting the market to come and take liquidity from this area. You guys know that whenever the market buys, the market will also retrace to fill up the imbalances that the market created. Now, I teach this extensively in my mentorship class. If you want to learn more about imbalances, you need to just register for my mentorship class. All right. So this is the trade I caught. This was the sell that I caught. Was it? I think it was. Yeah, it was Thursday night. Let me see. Yeah, it was Thursday night around like 8 p.m. Nigerian time. That's West African time, obviously. So I see this change of character. All right. So you guys know that the market has been making higher high, higher low, higher high, higher low, higher high. So instead of this market to give us a higher low here and continue going up, so the market broke this low. You see this particular low. The market broke that low, and the market came back and was reacting on my supply zone here. So the market was reacting on my supply zone. I saw this. This was the area I took the sell. I took the sell here, and my stop loss was around. Yeah, my stop loss was above here. Exactly. My stop loss was above here. And I woke up in the morning. I saw that this market has already given me a massive sell from here to this down area. Now, the reason why this market dropped massively is because this is GBP. This is JPY. GBPUSD versus JPY. JPY, the Asian session is usually at the night. If you pay attention, this is 1 p.m. Exactly, this is 1 p.m., which is when the JPY market is usually open. So the JPY market is, if you actually want to trade in the night, the best pair you can trade is JPY, which is why what also gave me confidence to take this sell. All right. So the market broke structure here, and the market was reacting to my supply zone. I took the sell somewhere here. I slept and I woke up in profit. I was so happy. So what happened? After I woke up in profit, the market came back here to sweep liquidity. Okay, take out liquidity. This was around opening of London session, New York session, opening of New York session. The market sweep out liquidity below here and continue selling. All right. So for me, I think I took out my sell here. I took out my sell here because, you know, I took out my sell here. I actually believe that market is coming down all the way here, but I didn't want to hold any longer. Market is coming down below here. I didn't want to hold any longer. All right. So for this week, what I'll be expecting on the GBP JPY, I have to just be careful. Let me see. Let me see what we're going to be expecting. So be expecting the market to come and take out this low first. So expecting the market to come and take out this low. Maybe something like you're going to see something like this. Take out this low, you retrace to the upside, then boom to this downside. So this is what we are going to be expecting from GBP JPY. The structure is not yet clear to me right now. So I don't really know. I can't really see where we are going to be entering from. I can't see where we are going to be entering from. Maybe we can see a push to the upside here. As well, you can see a push to the upside. You can sell from here to this down area, right? But just know that this week, expect more sell from GBP JPY. But anything that will make the market to come and break above here, then you continue buying. Just know that GBP JPY is going to be buying. But at least expect a retracement to this low. My analysis, and I'm 70% sure that market is going to be retracing to this level before we continue buying to the upside. So that is all for GBP JPY. Let's look out for USD CHF. After USD CHF, we'll talk about gold and BTC. So where's the USD CHF exactly? So this USD CHF, you guys can see clearly, this is my setup on USD CHF. The setup is there already. So guys, the setup is there already on USD CHF. Let me go to daily time frame. Exactly, coming to a daily time frame. Let me delete this. Exactly, coming to a daily time frame, we all can see that the USD CHF is in a bullish trend. How is it a bullish trend? The market is what? Has already broken this high. All right, this high is higher than this. So we are in a bullish trend. So this sell that I'm catching now is just a retracement to this down area. All right, I'm just catching the sell to retrace to this particular low, this low here, or even possible this particular low here before we see a massive push to the upside. Okay, but for this week, this is what I'm expecting. Because if we pay attention closely, we can see that, let me go to 1 hour time frame. We can see that market broke structure here. Market broke structure here, all right? Come down. Then the market came back to this particular, market retraced back to this particular high here. This area is our supply zone. Market retraced to that supply zone and sold massively and started selling massively, yeah? But what I'm skeptical about is market was not able to take out this low, because I would have expected if the market took out this low, you can see this low here was not able to break below here. All right. So if the market broke below here now, we would have expected another retracement to the upside somewhere here for us to sell. Okay, but that did not happen. So that is also telling us that the market is going to be using. If I come to my 15 minutes time frame from this level here, let's check 1 hour. 15 minutes, 30 minutes. Okay, from my 30 minutes, I can see a supply zone sitting above here. So the market can just tap on this supply zone and we see a massive sell. This is going to be a massive sell. This is going to be how many pips? Yeah, this is about 100 pips. Yeah, this is about 100 pips movement. Exactly. So expect the market to come back to this area and you sell to this lower side. All right. Then if the market get to this particular area, we see a change of market structure. All right. If the market change from lower lows to higher highs, then we'll continue buying to the upside. So this week, this is what I'm expecting. But anything that will make the market to come and break above here, anything that will make this USD CHF to break above here, then we expect more buys to the upside. Okay. So guys, that is all for USD CHF. So you guys should just pay attention to this trade because even me too, I'm monitoring it. All right, just pay attention to this trade, USD CHF. Then our next trade is going to be, okay, I think let's talk about BTC. Let's talk about BTC before we talk about gold. So, I keep on saying this. If you go and watch my previous trade analysis, you guys we see the reason why. Now, before I continue, you guys, if you pay attention to what happened this weekend, we can see that US bombed Iran recently. Yes, even though they came to agreement, they made agreement like I think 2 weeks ago or 1 week ago. They agreed to cease fire, but recently US bombed Iran again, and this is going to be affecting the market. Whenever war is going on, the market does not respect price action. The market does not respect trade analysis because there's going to be economic disaster. All right. So it's going to be affecting the market. The market could be buying massively and the market could be selling massively. Like right now that they threw bomb on Iran, and Iran closed the Strait of Hormuz, which is where ships used to ship oil or ship petroleum oil to other countries. This is going to be affecting the global market. So as I'm talking to you now, I'm actually skeptical because this week that we're entering, we don't really know how this news that they dropped on weekend. They dropped this week. I think I saw the news today that is Sunday, right? So we don't really know how the market is going to be reacting this coming week. So because of that, I'm still I'm going to update you guys. Maybe I'll drop another video midweek on Wednesday. I might drop another video or might go live again to analyze after we see the effect on the chart. So, but let me show you guys based on my technical analysis. Let me show you guys what I'm expecting on Bitcoin. Now, if you have been following me, you guys can know that I told you guys that I'm predicting Bitcoin to come to 1,028,000. Right now, BTC is sitting at 64,000. I'm predicting BTC to come to $1,026, $1,026,000. All right. Now, most of you will be saying, what is this guy saying? This guy is just a random trader I met online. He's just saying anything. By the end of this year or entering next year, we might see this thing that I'm talking about. Then why did I say this? The reason why I say this is that if I draw my trend line, exactly, we all can see from this low, first touch, second touch, and you can see third touch. Third touch happened in this area. You can see after the third touch happened, the market started buying massively, started buying to the upside. Not only that, you guys know that I also use fib level. If I pull up my fib level, think from this low here, from this lowest low here, exactly from this lowest low here to this high, we can also see that the market is reacting to this 61% retracement region, all right, which is the golden zone. So this golden zone now market is going to be buying from there to here. All right. So that is my overall analysis. All right. That is my overall analysis. That is what I'm expecting for the market to do. Now, the market can do whatever you want. So this is my own opinion. I'm not saying the market is not going to continue selling, but this is my own opinion. Then let's go to a lower time frame, the daily time frame. Let's head over to the daily time frame. So guys, coming to the daily time frame, we can see that the market is still struggling to come and take out this high. You see this high, obviously. So the market is still struggling to come and take out this high. So what I'm expecting this week is for the market to come and take out this high. Then we see a little bit retracement to the low. Then we head over to this one. Now the market is going to be reacting to, we have a supply zone here. The market is going to be reacting to this supply zone. Is that the market will sell a little bit to this down and continue buying? Or even this supply zone here could send the market crashing to this low here. All right. Anything can happen, obviously. All right. But I'm more optimistic that the market is going to be buying. So anything that happens, we always go live on Sunday and I always upload the video. Even if you don't watch me live, you can always go to my YouTube channel and watch the trade analysis. So for this week, let's go to 4-hour time frame. For this week, let's see what we are going to be expecting. This is 4-hour time frame. Okay. Okay. So looking at the BTC is actually quite, I can't really see any place to enter from. Maybe I can see a demand zone here. We can see a push to this demand zone and buy. Or we can even see to this particular area and buy. But we have to be careful because market has not yet taken out this high. Market has not yet taken out this high. Yeah, so we might see market coming to take out this high, push here, and market will buy. Or the market will come this down area before it buys. All right. So that is what I'm going to be expecting from Bitcoin. I'm going to be expecting more buys because we need to clear this liquidity. So we are going to be expecting more buy. Anything that you're going to be doing on BTC should be more buys. All right. But let's not forget that. Let's not forget that if the market if market did not buy from this my demand zone here or here, we have another demand zone sitting around this area. And if the market did not buy from here, we have another extreme demand zone, which is below here, that the market is going to be buying from. All right. Now, I told you guys that if you want to learn how to know which demand zone that the market is going to be reacting from, there's what we call lower time frame market structure shift. Okay, if you can learn the 5 minutes, 15 minutes lower time frame market structure shift, or if you can also pay attention to the candlestick formation, the bullish engulfing, and the doji candle, the hammer and inverted hammer candles. All these things are used to know whether a level or whether a supply zone or demand zone is going to be holding. All right, because right now you guys can see that everywhere is kind of we have a lot of demand zone here. All right, now if you want me to teach you how I know which one is going to hold, you have to join my mentorship class. All right. So guys, this is all for BTC. But this week that I just passed, I expected the market reacted to, I saw this movement though. Market reacted to this, my demand zone that is below here. After the market reacted, the market broke structure. You can see the market broke structure from here. So I saw this. And I expected the market to do what? To come down to this lower demand zone. All right. So the market reacted to this demand zone here. went up, broke structure, came back to react to this small demand zone, and we saw a push to the upside. Market started buying to the upside. I didn't enter this trade. I didn't enter this trade because this was looking like a liquidity, because you guys can see that it's the week of the candle that actually took out that broke above this high. So I was not confident, and I wasn't watching it. So before I could open the chart, the market has already left. Okay. So, but this week, this is what I'm expecting. So let's go over to gold. You guys know that gold is the almighty.
I am back.
Hello?
Hello, I'm back.
Okay, what happened?
Actually, that was a kind of network distracting
Oh,
me.
okay. Welcome. So for
All right.
gold,
Sir, I have a question.
let me just finish this gold analysis before we start answering questions. Okay, I'm going to answer you guys, but let me just finish this gold analysis. Okay?
Okay.
Yeah, you're welcome. So guys, looking at gold, this is in fact, looking at gold, we all can see that the market is what is in a downtrend. Can see that this low market broke this low, right? And if we pay close attention again, the market also broke this low. Now, last week, if you check my Telegram, you saw a trade that I posted. That was that trade. That trade was actually a 1,000 pip drop. 1,000 pip drop, guys. I'm going to show you guys how I caught the trade in this particular analysis. All right. But first of all, let me just talk about what I'm going to be expecting. All right, for this coming week. So we all can see that the market is in a downtrend. There's no brainer. There's no brainer thing here. We all can see your internet connection is unstable. Can you guys hear me? Can you guys hear me?
Yes, sir. Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, I can hear you.
Okay. So you guys see that when the market dropped here, the market always retraces to fill up all the imbalances that the market created. And as you can see also, the market dropped here. So we saw a retracement to this upside. Market dropped again. And the market is kind of retracing to this upper side. Now, this is higher time frame. This is what I'm expecting. Market is retracing to this upper side. Something like this. You might see something like this. And will continue dropping to the lower side. So this is that analysis I just showed you guys is from the daily time frame. So looking at the 4-hour time frame, we all can see that from the 4-hour time frame, we can see that clearly here that the market structure broke. You can see where is this low? Exactly. See this low here. The market broke it. Now that's signaling that the market is in a downtrend. The market broke it, came back to this demand zone, supply zone, and sold massively to the downside, right? Then eventually the market came here to take out liquidity on the 4-hour time frame. It took out, the market started buying from here, come here, took out liquidity, all right, and bought, retraced a little bit and started buying. All right. So what we're expecting market to come and clear, we're expecting market to come and clear these highs. We're expecting market to come and clear this high. Even possible, we're expecting market to also even come and clear this high, because if you pay close attention, we all can see that there's an imbalance here. Or those people that trade SMC, they will say that there's a fair value gap here. All right. So I'm expecting market to come and clear this high, possibly clear this one before we see a sell. Then going to 1-hour time frame, let me show you guys the trade I caught, obviously. So this was the trade I caught, because you guys know that whenever whenever the market moves, the market likes to fill up the inefficiencies, the imbalances that the market created. All right. So the market broke structure here. Exactly. So let me just say this side. So the market broke structure here. Market broke this high here, signaling that the market is going to be buying. So the market retraced down to this demand zone and bought. All right. Went up again. Thereby, you guys can see that as the market was going up, the market was creating a lot of imbalances. This is an imbalance. This is an imbalance. All right. So the market was creating a lot of imbalances. And I knew that the market is going to be falling down. I knew that the market is going to be going down, selling before we see another massive buy to the upside. So coming to 5 minutes time frame, when the market was around here, yeah, when the market was around here, when the market sold, yeah, market was around here or here, I think here. So I used this high as my liquidity. That trade that I sent out on my Telegram group that you guys saw 1,000 people move. So I use this high as my liquidity. And if you pay close attention, we have a supply zone above here. This was my supply zone. Yeah, this was my supply zone. So I waited for the market to come and sweep liquidity from above here. So market swept liquidity, tapped on my supply zone, and I placed my sell. I targeted this low. I placed my sell here. I targeted this low. Where is the low? Let me check. Okay, this is the area here. So I placed my sell here, and this was the low that I targeted. The reason why I targeted this low was that this area was actually a demand zone where possible that market might be buying from. So I sold from that low, and market dropped from here to here. Guys, you guys know this move. 1,000 people move. Even if you use the lowest lot size, which is 0.01, you will make $100 from this trade. If you use the least lot size, $100 is a shot for you. Gold is crazy, you know. So I made a lot of money from this drop. And eventually the market came back and took out liquidity from here. Exactly, you can see that it's the wick of the candle that took out liquidity. So when the market took out liquidity, the market did what? Did change of character. The market changed structure. Okay, it changed a little bit, and start buying. So let's look at what is the market going to be doing this week, this coming week that we just entered. What is the market going to be doing? Let's just do some quick analysis. Now, if I draw my trend line here, gold is very tricky, guys. See, let me tell you guys the secret of gold. If you want to understand gold, learn more about liquidity. Okay, learn more about liquidity and learn more about timing. You cannot just come and be placing your trade by placing your trade by 9 a.m. in the morning. Placing your trade by any time that you want. There are times that market is more volatile, where you can see more volatility in the market. I don't need to tell you this. All you need to do is just go and back test. Just go and start looking at your gold. Okay. It's not every time that we'll be trading gold, because gold gives opportunities, like crazy opportunities. But if you want to maximize the opportunity and prevent you not hitting stop loss, you have to trade when the volatility of the market is very, 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 very high. Just stop taking random trades on gold. Take trade that met your entry. If you are using SMC, wait for the market to come to your order block. Stop assuming that the market is going to buy or sell. Take the trade from your order block. If you are using supply demand, wait for the market to come to your. If you are using support and resistance, wait for the market to come to your support and resistance, and only take it even if the market come to your support and resistance at night, or let's say during, let's say, London session, during the ending of London session. Don't take it. Take it when the market is more volatile. That is when you will stand a chance of actually making money, because the market gold, the reason why gold is very, 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 very massive and very volatile is because it takes out liquidity. It takes people stop loss before it moves in the right direction. That's one of the reasons why it's very volatile. All right, which is why you need to learn about um liquidity. Now, let me give you guys an example. I just want to give you guys a quick example. Now, if you pay close attention here, you all can see that market broke this low. Market broke this low here. All right. Now, a lot of people will be looking to sell from above here. Exactly. A lot of people will be looking to sell from above here. Now, the market will come back here and they will see this candle, see this particular candle. Even though the market did not touch this, even though the market did not touch this, my supply zone, market started selling. A lot of people would have clicked on their sell and expect the market to start selling. All right. But see what happened. Eventually, the market came back to this high. You can see that the market came back to that high, tapped on it, and started selling. Now, all the people that entered early, they would have swept out. Liquidity would have already happened, taking them out before the market sells. All right. So you have to always be patient and wait for the market to tap on your order block or your supply or demand zones. Then wait for a liquidity to sweep before you take the trade. All right. That is all. So let me just give you guys quick analysis. So I'll be expecting more buys. I'll be expecting more buys from gold. All right. I'll be expecting market to maybe retrace a little bit to this area for me to buy. Yeah, exactly. So I'm expecting the market to maybe retrace to this area. Yeah, maybe see a break of structure, come back, continue buying. So I can't really see much entries on gold for now. Okay, I can't really say much on gold because I can't see much entries. But I'm skeptical. I'm very skeptical the market is going to be buying more this week. Okay, be expecting more push to the upside. So you should be looking for any buying opportunities. All right. But due to the war or the Israel-Iran fight that is happening, okay, we might see abnormal reaction from gold, which is why you guys should be more careful this week. You might see this gold because you know that anytime that US bomb Iran, we usually see more sales on gold, right? So at the market open, we might even see gap. Okay, so I'll just be careful and pay close attention to what is going to happen. So guys, that is all for today's trade analysis. All right, just thank you guys for tuning in. Before I take before I take you guys question, I just want to thank every one of you that joined this live today. Okay, so let me stop the recording.